the Patriots and the Hokies. Dorn matched up with Adebayo at midcourt, and we are underway in Southwest Virginia.
A rare meeting, two teams that like to get up and down the floor, both averaging over 80 points a game.
If you like offense, this could be the game for you, but there's some defense. Tyler Johnson making his presence felt.
The block and come away with the ball, and you have numbers on the other end.
There's the starting five. Dorn drawing another start in place of Lowell. Hansberry coming off that big night in Columbia, picking up where he left off.
Gosh, he's stronger than Adebayo, but quicker than Allensbach. That's a tough matchup for George Mason.
And the starting five for Coach Skin. Talk about the great guard play, and there's the 6'11" Riley Allensbach in the middle.
Yeah, he's been a nice addition, but a very athletic team and a team that can play a lot of different ways. They can play big or put Presley at the 4 and play small.
Here is Long, Maryland transfer. All 5 starters for George Mason have transferred into the program at different points. 5 on the timer. Long with 3.
Great defensive possession that time for Virginia Tech.
Hansberry, watch out!
Too quick for the big guy, too strong for the other guy.
Coming off of a 22-point outing in the ACC-SEC Challenge. Allensbach can hit the 3. Not that time.
Tyler Johnson with the big rebound. Dorn got out there and contested Allensbach on the 3.
Johnson held scoreless.
George Mason is really good 5-on-5 on both ends of the floor.
Dorn, chance for a 3-point play.
Is that the international connection? Hansberry, a mix up there on the ball screen. Hansberry says, thank you very much.
Bench loving it. And the crowd enthused early. Here's Dorn, 33% on the year, makes it 7-0 Hokies.
First true road test for George Mason. That was a concern of Coach Skins when we talked to him pregame.
Coming off of a win against Cornell in which they scored 99 points. Presley, a career night against Cornell, not that time off the window.
Nice contest at the rim. Hokies rebound, running the other way, awfully good in transition.
Johnson didn't establish his feet. There is the head coach of Virginia Tech, Mike Young. It's been a busy week for his Hokies down in the Bahamas and then the quick trip to South Carolina.
Yeah, he said that was a really tough turnaround, and we've talked about this stretch for Virginia Tech and a lot of big games, a lot of tough games, and I think they're learning a lot about their team, but this will serve them well in ACC play.
Patriots looking for their first points. Skip pass, corner 3, front rim, off the mark.
Yeah, the Patriots with Ellington already in the game. That's a little better matchup for them against Hansberry, in my opinion.
Dorn lost the handle. Allensbach, the defense inside.
Dorn getting more and more minutes because of Tony Lowell being without.
Long drills the 3. He's 54% on the year from distance.
Yeah. Long and Mincy both shooting over 50. I don't know that I've seen that in a backcourt.
George Mason, not only do they make a high percentage of 3s, they also take the right 3s. Dallas coming off a season high in rebounds against the Gamecocks. Bedford open. Dorn. Second chance opportunity.
Yeah, offensive rebounding is something Virginia Tech has done much better this season than they have in the past.
Well, George Mason coming off of a fantastic year. They almost won the A-10, falling to VCU in the title game. Tony Skin's doing an outstanding job at his alma mater.
Yeah, 120, then 27 last year and tied for the A-10 regular season title, almost the NCAA. And of course, he's very familiar with the NCAA as a player and a coach.
And having success there.
Yeah, a lot of success. I'm sure we're going to get into that later.
Hansberry gets it back, finishes with the right hand.
Kind of had that feeling that he could have a big game, and he's off to a great start for Coach Young.
Alan Spock, that time is true.
Yeah, and that was not a good job by Dorn. He knows that Alan Spock is a threat to make that shot. Coach Young very unhappy with Dorn on that play.
A transfer from Samford makes it a 3-point game. Early offense for both sides. Dorn, great catch. And he's going to draw the foul. Alan Spock with the rebound. It'll be Patriots basketball when we come back. Off and running on a Saturday. Thanks to Mara. There you see, before injury, after injury, Toby Lowell, he does a lot on the floor.
Yeah, down 15 points, down 7 rebounds. But Coach Young's really thinks okay offensively. He really misses the defense and the rebounding, though.
Glad to have you on your Saturday afternoon. Off and running, third ever meeting the Patriots and the Hokies. Late in the shot clock, Hill, Ball State transfer. Inside they go to Ellington, misfires.
Yeah, Gerdak in for Dorn. He was paying a little closer attention to Alan Spock.
Dallas tries to find Gerdak. It'll stay with Tech. For Virginia Tech, I thought it was interesting. We talked to Coach Young earlier today, Mac. He said he's told his guys, hey, just be yourselves. Nobody needs to do anything more without Toby on the floor.
Yeah. Just be the better version of yourself, and everything will take care of itself. And several people have. We talked about Hammond. Schutt has played a little more minutes, and both Dorn and Gerdak also getting some more time, and a couple young guys, but playing well.
Johnson late in the shot clock. Spins, fires, yes, before the horn.
Got the mismatch right there, a little bit quicker for Johnson against Alan Spock on the ball screen.
Three reserves on the floor for George Mason. Troutman like a starter. Corner three, Hill, high arcing, not that time. And there's Tyler Johnson.
Yeah, Hokies have done a great job on the defensive glass.
Schutt, Hansberry, he's hot early.
Again, miscommunication on the ball screen that time. George Mason has been really good on the defensive end in the half court. That time there was just a lack of communicating.
Corey Mincy leading the A-10 in scoring, nearly 20 a game. He can really shoot it. The step back. Schutt with the hand in his face. There's a strong rebound from Nick Ellington, the Murray State transfer.
Yeah, really good. Long athletic post, kind of old school, scrappy. Schutt did a good job of contesting that shot by Mincy, though.
Dallas through contact. Patriots take it back. Matt, quickly wrapping up the Toby Lowell conversation. For the Hokies offensively, how is it most different without him on the floor?
Well, most of the time it's different because both Gerdak and Dorn are down low, so their men are going to be down there. It takes away some driving opportunities, but also gives the Hokies a chance to establish a little bit more post play.
Hokies by 5. This George Mason team can score 83 a game. And the baseline jumper, you bet, Jahari Long. From Seton Hall to Maryland, now at George Mason.
Yeah, missed last year with an ACL, but a really talented player. Mincy and Long have been one of the best backcourts in America so far this season.
Dallas, guarded by Troutman. Nice defense from the grad student.
Oh, Troutman is so good. He's a great athlete. I've done Troutman's games the last few years while he was at Northeastern, and he can guard all 5 spots. He's that good an athlete and that strong, and that was a tough matchup. He got the better of Dallas on that play.
We mentioned the great guard play for George Mason, Jahari Long. You see his career breakdown.
Yeah, he's been a couple good places, played a lot of good competition, and he's playing at a very high level right now for the Patriots.
Ellington. Long will give and go. Another possession late in the shot clock for the Patriots. They'll have 7 to work with.
Yeah, really nice job. Again, the Hokies are very active on the defensive end, and I think that's going to be pleasing to Coach Young. If the Hokies are good on defense, they can get out in transition. And, of course, that's one place they will miss Toby LaWile, too. He is so good in transition at finishing.
Step back 3. Ellington rejected. Hansberry meets him at the rim.
Got a couple backups in there in the post, but both good players, Conga as well as Ellington. Be the second guy off the floor, Hansberry, a veteran play.
George Mason just 4 for 14 from the floor to start, 2 for 8 from distance. Again, they shoot 41% from behind the three-point arc.
Yeah, they've been outstanding, and of course led by the backcourt, Mincy and Long. They're trying to get the shot clock straight now. I don't think it was 18. I think it was less than 18, but obviously we have our best people on it, right?
We've got Roger Ayers, Jamel Spearman, and Kellen Milliner.
Oh, apparently it is 18.
Conga. Hill. Help brought, hand in his face, and a late whistle. Johnson hit the hand.
Yeah, Hill is a great athlete. Could very well be a starter on this team. Not a great shooter, but you can't bail him out right here. He's shooting a fall away at the end of the shot clock. Just go straight up, contest the shot. Wow. He got him, it was barely, wasn't it?
George Mason, 76% on the year at the line.
Hill's missed some games because of injury. Had a leg injury, missed 5 games so far. Not fully back in shape, according to Coach Skinn, but pretty darn good.
A guy who averaged 15 a game last year at Ball State. Mac, maybe what's most fascinating about this George Mason team, 9-0 on the year, is they've dealt with significant injury.
Yeah, at one basic returning starter, Braden O'Connor, and he got hurt in the very first game. So all these guys are new. You mentioned the starting 5. All 5 are transfers, and they're picking up full court now. Back to a 2-3 zone.
Hammond coming off that big day against the Gamecocks.
Too easy. Ball screen. Nobody rotated up to help. Hammond wide open. Virginia Tech will take that shot every time.
Hill, active early behind a beautiful screen, sets him free to the 10.
Yeah, nice action right there on the backside.
Ben Hammond, 16 points against the Gamecocks, clutch both offensively and defensively.
Mason back to man, paying a lot of attention to shoot.
Hansberry's been featured often. Johnson from the foul line, he'll go to the line. Foul on the J.
Yeah, he fouled the jump shooter on the other end. This time it's Ellington sending Tyler to the line.
Back and forth start, first half, Virginia Tech and George Mason.
To win both on the men's side and the women's side. The Tech women with the big win over Florida.
Tyler Johnson was fouled on a jump shot before the media timeout. Coach Mike Young, after the game against South Carolina, talking about Tyler Johnson, he said, he was quiet, but he's not typically quiet. He said typically he's pretty loud, and he said that won't last long.
Well, partner, we got a good game. This is exactly what we expected.
And I think what might be most interesting for those just joining us, George Mason, led by Corey Mincy, averaging 20 points per game. Mincy scoreless, just 1 shot here in the opening 9 minutes.
Yeah, the Hokies have done a good job. There's been several different people on him. Right now, it's Ben Hammond with that duty.
There's Hill. The defense from Sincere Jones, who just checked in. Loose ball, second effort. Emmanuel Conga, top 100 prospect out of Mount Zion Prep.
That was a really good play by him. Virginia Tech had gotten physical in there on the contesting the shot and the rebound, but Conga came away with it and in a crowd got that ball in the basket.
Schutt.
Ooh, good job by Long closing out on Schutt. Schutt has been playing really well. Among the leaders in the ACC in shooting the ball from long range.
Contested triple. Jones fights, unable to pull down the board. Conga has it.
Yeah, Jones is a guy, you know, fans haven't seen him a lot, but he's got a lot of ability. He's just so young, but he may get a little more of a chance with the Lowell out.
And there is Hammond stepping in front of that pass, and Hammond up and under, just missed, but he does draw contact.
Boy, that was tough. Troutman is one of the best defenders out there, and he's long, strong, and fast, and he got there to contest the shot, but Hammond did a nice job of hesitating, and watch him take it to the other side, try to protect the basketball, and that's how he was able to draw the foul. What great camera work. How much fun was that?
Let's go over to Tamara.
You see how fast he was going down the court? It reminds me of our conversation with him during shoot-around today when I said, describe yourself, Ben. He said, fast pace. I like getting the ball up the floor quickly, and he did exactly that.
100%.
It's his 20th steal of the year, which is top 4 in the ACC.
Coming off a great game like we talked about against South Carolina. Elite quickness.
Quickly, biggest difference, Ben Hammond, year 1 to year 2.
Just consistency. He had great moments last year, playing great more often this season.
Jalen Bedford is set to check in at the scores table. Hokies by 4. Hesitating is Presley. And under the basket, chance to convert for the Patriots.
You know, we talk a lot about Mincy and Long, but Presley, he might still be the most valuable player for this team. What a great defender. He's a good decision maker. He likes to drive it, but can shoot it from 3. He's really a good player, and he can play multiple positions. He can literally play 1 through 4, along with a guy like Troutman.
Also a great athlete in high school, track and field, ran the 400-meter, 800-meter, part of the long jump, and the triple jump.
Not surprised, just watching him play basketball.
Makes it a 2-point game, shooting under 50% from the free throw line. No problems there.
Looked good shooting those two. 44% may be misleading. Abdallas has been kind of quiet.
Jones, a little short. Up ahead pass, Ellington. Presley through 2 defenders ties the game.
Really nice play again. Head up in transition.
Abdallas, scoreless, has taken just 2 shots.
We've played 11 minutes and we haven't decided anything.
Abdallas straight away. He won't be quiet for long.
Thought we might be hearing from him.
That's the first triple of the afternoon for the Hokies. Malik Presley with 8. Alan Spock goes to work on the freshman. There's Hammond, the help defense. And Alan Spock somehow cool, calm, collected.
He just took his time, didn't he? Looked a little old school, good footwork. It's one of the first things I wrote down about him when I was watching some of their early season games.
Out of Providence Day School, a 4-star, went to Samford, now at George Mason. Hammond from distance, not that time. And
Warren with the push off on the backside.
that is his second.
Everybody straight up. Alan Spock just takes his time, head on the rim. Really nice. That's absolutely old school. You see that in the rec department down the street. Transfer from Samford didn't go with buckyball to Texas A&M, chose to go to George Mason, and he is a nice piece for Tony Skinn.
1 point game, 8 minutes to go, first half. Glad to have you, Evan Hughes, Mac McCarthy, and Tamara Brown, alongside our outstanding ACC Network crew. That's last touched off of Virginia Tech. Hokies lead by 1, back after these men are coached.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing this early in the season to put that stamp. Of course, 9-0 will make them more your favorite now.
More in the win column helps. Also kept using the word how coachable they are. Here's a long three. Mincy, welcome to Blacksburg, his first points of the day.
Ben Hammond hasn't let him have any space, gave him just a little bit right there, and of course, Mincy backed up a little bit. That was a long three.
First lead of the afternoon for the Patriots. And the reach-in foul on Jahari Long.
Yeah, see how deep Mincy is? Hammond just a little bit late. Hammond watched the ball just 1 second too long and didn't get back out there in time to find one of the best three-point shooters in America.
Bedford trying to find Hansberry, well defended inside. Of Dallas looking for another triple, too strong.
But both teams are really making it difficult to get an open shot.
Mincy downhill, travel.
Now the Hokies have shot about 50%, but they had a bunch of layups early in this half.
And a developing story of this first half, Antonio Dorn on the bench with 2 personal fouls.
Yeah, and the Hokies have gone smaller, and we'll see that you know, that's a little chess match going on the sideline between Young and Skinn.
Hansberry, teardrop, won't fall off the window, and then Mincy tried to pull it in, lost it.
Yeah, Hansberry was in between shooting it and kicking it to the corner to Tyler Johnson. Didn't do either one real well. You see, he even looked to the corner just down to the side of his eye. But an unforced error for George Mason gives it back to Virginia Tech down 2.
Of Dallas, skip pass, Hammond, excellent concentration to keep that in play, but George Mason able to finally come away with it. Hill guarded by Bedford. 3 starters on the floor for the Patriots. They're taking a lot of these possessions deep into the shot clock.
Yeah, and that's because of really good defense.
Bedford. Hokies love to push. The transfer takes it all by himself and kisses it off the glass.
Really nice job. Defense was on their heels. Bedford kept pushing.
Just 11 points over his last 3 games. Bedford first points of the afternoon. Mincy open. Nice closeout. There's the offensive rebound. Allensbach fouled.
Yeah, it hadn't been a lot of offensive rebounds, but a couple critical ones. And Allensbach going to the free throw line, foul on Dallas. Yeah, a couple Patriots going after that ball. And Allensbach creates a little space. Then Dallas with the reach in.
George Mason only averages about 10 offensive rebounds per game. They've got 6 in the first half.
Yeah, for the most part, Virginia Tech's done a good job, but there have been some opportunities for Coach Skinn's team.
They're also accustomed getting to the free throw line often. They average 28 attempts a game, top 20 in America.
Great guard play.
Entertaining first half, partner.
Yeah, and we thought it would be. We got really talented teams off to good starts and a lot at stake in this game. Early season kind of resume builder.
Let's go to Tamara. There's a foul. We'll get to Tamara here momentarily.
Hansberry is such a mismatch down low. Quicker than the big guys like we talked about. Stronger than, you know, if you get a wing stuck on him down there.
And now let's try again. Tamara, you got us?
Evan, do you got me?
We can hear you.
Oh, I love it. Welcome to the party, Tamara. Well, you guys were talking about this fun start to this first half against the Hokies and the Patriots. What's interesting to me is that in the Bahamas, the Hokies had slow starts in all three of those games. They were trying to dig themselves out of a hole. Today, it's a one-point game, and they haven't been in that same scenario.
And something Coach Young talked about, those first 4 minutes, any coach will tell you, very important to a game.
Big crowd here on a Saturday afternoon. Got a lot of big basketball games today, a few big football games too.
No doubt. The snow is not keeping anybody away.
No, I think they heard the heat was on.
And the Patriots have traveled well.
That's right, a lot of green and gold out there.
Hokies trailing by 1. Bedford, left wing 3. Just a little too strong, and then Hansberry going to pick up his first foul.
Yeah, good execution. Got the shot they wanted. And then the foul on Hansberry sends the Patriots to the other end, where you talked about the fact that they get to the free throw line. This time it'll be Presley.
They also average 21 makes a game, 12th most in the country. Today, 5 for 6 at the line.
Play close games. That can be a big factor.
There's Hansberry, nice box out.
Yeah, that was more like that 44% that we saw, you know, for Presley. He made 2 really nice ones earlier, though.
Hammond weaving his way through traffic, drops it off for Hansberry and floats it in with the right hand.
What a nice 2-man game. Hansberry buried his man underneath the basket. Great post position.
First player in double figures on either side. Hill dribbled that almost out of bounds. Under 10 to work with on the timer. Presley with 3, the southpaw to the rim, and there's Abdallas with the block. And then Hammond, big collision with Mincy.
Yeah, both people going for the ball. Mincy just a little bit late. I think Mincy's a little bit frustrated, not only with the call, but the fact he only has been able to get 3 shots off. Hokies have been paying a lot of attention to him.
And what have they been doing well defensively?
Well, just knowing where he is. What a block by Abdallas. The outlet pass right here. Bang, bang play, but there's no question that foul's on Mincy. Little defensive back wide receiver situation right there. We got pass interference on number 3.
15-yard penalty.
15 and an automatic first down.
He can coach, he can officiate, and he's got jokes. Mac McCarthy, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Hammond following up his great performance on Tuesday, 4 points in the first half. Sinks the first as the Hokies are in the bonus.
Little football reference, as a lot of folks around here are excited about football with James Franklin being named the coach here. Bit of buzz around Blacksburg.
Big National Signing Day on Wednesday.
Huge National Signing Day. Hokies did extremely well. The new staff in place, or nearly in place.
Patriots down by 3. Northeastern transfer. Troutman stripped on the way up off of Virginia Tech. And as good as he was at Northeastern, when he came out of high school, he was the 3rd best recruit in the state of Maryland. Been a top player for a long time.
Yeah, he's been fun to watch. Played for Bill Cohen at Northeastern, transferred closer to home. Look at Hammond. Mincy gets it all the way out near midcourt.
Just 3 points, averages 19, hand in his face, too strong. Hammond, quick and well read. It's Troutman on the defensive end, and he's fouled on top of it. Back and forth first half. Hokies by 3.
We get that last media timeout before the half.
Messiah Troutman going to the free throw line. 89% on the year for the senior. Amani Hansberry leading scorer in the game with 11. Meanwhile, it's been balanced scoring for the Patriots. 9 players have scored.
Yeah, the Hokies have done a great job against Mincy. That's big news. Virginia Tech with a very small lineup out there now. Really, Tyler Johnson sort of the center. Hansberry the 4, and of course Abdallas gives you a little bit of flexibility being a 6'9" point guard, even though right now Ben Hammond is directing this offense.
And for more on the top scorer for George Mason, Corey Mincy, here's Tamara Brown.
Mac mentioned that the Hokies have done a great job on Mincy, and when we were talking to Coach Skin, he said, you know, it's funny, like, he's done great going from the Big South to the A-10. He's still a great scorer. You'd think he would go down when you're changing conferences, but instead his points average have gone up, guys.
In a big way. Big piece this year for George Mason, trying to get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2011.
We thought from the very beginning that it would be tough for George Mason to match up with Hansberry, and that has been the case.
Shoots, so dangerous off those dribble handoffs. That's why.
Oh, and Troutman did a great job of finding him in transition and contesting a shot. It did not matter. Good defense, better offense that time for Virginia Tech.
Shoot 44% from distance, 5th best in the ACC. Hokies by 6. High-low pass not there. That's Johnson inside defensively.
Yeah, battling a much bigger Ellington.
And there's the 7th offensive rebound in the first half for George Mason. Active hands from Johnson, and Abdallas comes away with it.
Hokies with numbers.
Johnson, extra pass, shoots, step back 3, yes! Timeout, George Mason.
Hokies are really good in transition, very unselfish, and they found the open man.
Hokies by 9. An 8-0 run for Virginia Tech over the last 70 seconds. Jaden Schutt, big reason.
Yeah, and both teams combined were 4 for 16 from 3 until the last 15 seconds. And Jaden Schutt said, I'll get that percentage up. Back-to-back threes. A little separation for Virginia Tech here toward the end of the first half.
Now let's go to Tamara Brown.
Coach Young likes this combination that's on the floor right now with Tyler Johnson at the 4 and Amani Hansberry at the 5, because this allows Jaden Schutt to be on the floor more often. He's playing really well, and you see in those last 2 possessions how he was able to capitalize.
Mincy stops the run, cuts the deficit to 7.
Yeah, he stayed after it. He was trying to jumpstart himself. Missed the first shot, but got it back. Another offensive rebound for George Mason.
Dallas guarded by Ellington. A little bit of a mismatch. Step back from the logo. The rebound from Troutman.
Nice rebound by Troutman. 50-50 ball. He came away with it.
Let's see what Mincy can do. Reigning A-10 player of the week. Kicks it back. Allen Spock unable to make his second 3 of the game. There's Hammond active on the baseline.
So, a lot of competition for balls on this floor.
Shoot, feeling it, stays hot. Crowd is loving it. Loudest it's been in the first half. Largest lead for the Hokies. Troutman. Step back of Dallas, hand in his face, able to force the miss.
Yeah, I think Coach Skin would like to have a little better shot than that one, but it was a decent look.
Dallas wants a three. He gets in on the action. It's raining threes down the stretch in Blacksburg.
4 in a row.
(14-2) Hokie run. Patriots with 2. Long hand in his face. Off the backboard. A defensive stop for the Hokies after a bunch of points to close the first half. And George Mason just 3 threes. This is a team that has been a second half squad all year long in the Patriots.
Outscore their opponents in the second half by an average of 11 points. And they've shot 54% in that second half too.
And they were 70% in the second half in the win against Colgate. What a beautiful drop-off pass. Antonio Dorn, emphatic slam.
And again, Hansberry caused that. They had to rotate to stop him from getting a layup, and he made the nice pass to Dorn. You haven't seen the real Antonio Dorn yet. This guy can really play. He's just getting acclimated to the United States game.
Only played 7 minutes in the first half, picked up 2 fouls. And there you see as there's a triple for a 3-point happy George Mason team, outscoring opponents by 35 in the second half.
Yeah, and Bedford was on him that time. Really wasn't all that far off of him, but you have to get up in Mincy's face. Ben Hammond did a great job in the first half for Mike Young defensively against Mincy.
Johnson, elbow jumper. Rebound George Mason. Long, Allen Spock, 10-point game.
Yeah. Their center beat everybody down the floor. They recognized it, took advantage. This team's not going away now. They're 9-0 for a reason.
And almost a foul there from Mincy. Bedford, the right hand, the floater, no, the stick back, pretty finish, Tyler Johnson.
Yeah, offensive rebound, something George Mason did in the first half. Virginia Tech with a big basket there early in this second period.
Long.
Better job by Dorn closing out on Allen Spock.
Reigning A-10 player of the week, Corey Mincy. Presbyterian transfer. Tough shot, no problem from the elbow.
Yeah, Bedford didn't get a hand up. A little confusion on the ball screen. He was in position, just didn't contest the shot like he needed to. And you knew Corey Mincy was not going to stay quiet.
There's the foul against the Patriots.
That's on George Mason's 13.
There's the offensive rebound. Beautiful stick back. Tyler Johnson pursuing the boards. And there's the pump fake. See, no contest on that shot. Mincy is too good a shooter not to get a hand up.
UNLV transfer Jalen Bedford. Step back 3. Hand in his face, that time from Mincy on the defensive end. Of Dallas, the bounce pass, Bedford, yes with the right hand.
And again, turnovers hurting. They haven't had but 6 turnovers, the Patriots have, but seems like every one Virginia Tech's been able to convert on the other end.
George Mason was averaging a little over 14 turnovers a game first 4. They've been under 10 every game since.
Really good. Both of these teams have been really taking care of the basketball.
And there's Hansberry forcing a turnover.
As I say that, Virginia Tech comes away with the steal. Hansberry's got 3 steals in this game.
Johnson, the corner 3, it's true.
The extra pass. Mike Young basketball.
15-point Hokie lead, largest of the game.
Bedford with the better job right there, staying with Corey Mincy.
Presley up and under. Misfires. Johnson, open lane! Watch out! The left hand! Tyler Johnson's fired up!
Hokies have been good all year in transition. And I tell you what, Abdallah wasn't involved in that play, but he was because he's so unselfish. They all become unselfish. In transition, throw it ahead. They're late. Tyler Johnson is on time.
They're speeding us up, and you're falling right into it. They're capitalizing on our mistakes. You can't just give the ball away.
Thanks, Tamara. And for those just joining us, this was a back-and-forth game until a 14-2 run, final 3 minutes of the first half. Out of the George Mason timeout, Patriots look to respond.
Big possession right here.
Presley with 4. Abdallas, he got by him, unable to finish. Dorn, a strong rebound, and this is where Tech is dangerous. Schutt looking to pick up where he left off in the first half. He lets his bench know he's feeling it.
Patriots had to score on that possession, didn't get it done, and Schutt on the other end.
4 for 5 from behind the arc.
He's getting those extra minutes because of Toby Lawal being out.
Coach Young has said earlier in the year, Jaden Schutt, he's a good basketball player, man. I love coaching him. Heat check 3. He can't miss.
I'd say the temperature is hot.
Chester Frazier, associate head coach for Virginia Tech, all sorts of fired up on the bench. Troutman, Ellington. Presley tries the corner. Ellington the board and an easy second chance finish.
Yeah, Ellington got away with being a little physical, knocked Hansberry down. Big offensive rebound for George Mason.
Wonder who might get a touch on this possession.
This is a big lineup for Virginia Tech.
Schutt, open again. That time he's human.
Had to let him shoot it, though. Had to let him shoot it. Got to get out on this guy. Got to get out on him, too.
That's going to be Patriot basketball. When we come back, Jaden Schutt leading all scorers with 15 points in Blacksburg.
Point shooter, their best three-point shooter, but he's been a big factor, and he's getting those extra minutes thanks to Toby Lawal being out. He gets extended time. He and Ben Hammond, and they both have been taking advantage of it.
George Mason, a second half team, outscored by 8 here early. And Hill a little too high on that cross-court pass.
Yeah, certainly the first time they've been in this situation this season. We'll see how Coach Skin's team responds. This is a good basketball team. Won 27 games a year ago. Like you mentioned, got beat in the championship game of the tournament. And this is a whole new team, though.
Schutt.
Only one returnee from last year, and he's hurt right now.
Johnson has that taken away. There you see George Mason looking to start 10-0. Already the best start. How about Christian Gerdak under the basket?
Held his ground. Hokies have numbers.
Hammond wanted to find Schutt. The bounce pass, the give and go, and Hill, the right-hand lay-in.
Nice play right there, 3-on-1, unselfish. Mincy gave it up, had the layup, but his teammate had the more open layup. Hokies don't want to be sloppy down there. They've been doing a good job of taking care of the basketball so far tonight. Six turnovers, excuse me. Can't do my own math here.
Not to ask me for any math help. Hansberry, left side, left hand, you bet off the window.
What a great find. The West Virginia transfer, doing a little bit of everything.
And a foul, Long with a hard take to the rack. Under 12 media timeout, Virginia Tech leading George Mason by double figures. Please support the critical work of the V Foundation for Cancer Research. 100% of your donation goes directly to game-changing cancer research. How about that, partner? That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, it's awesome. The V Foundation, Play for K, both of those with origins obviously right here in the ACC.
Do want to shout out, by the way, the most miles run for Virginia Tech, Luke Bitsko, 30 miles.
You all hang out together, right? I mean, you all clearly run together.
Oh my gosh.
Little 1-3-1 zone, little change-up zone, or it could be a matchup zone.
Gerdak, not that time on the second chance, pulled away by Conga.
Gerdak and Sincere Jones, a couple freshmen in there at the post for Mike Young.
Hill, the lob, a little too far behind. Let's go to Tamara Brown, who heard the last Virginia Tech huddle. Tamara?
Yeah, I was over listening in the huddle, and the message Coach Young had to this group was stay the course. You're playing great basketball, you're making great shots, and they looked over at Gerdak, who was checking into the game, and they said there needs to be no drop-off in rebounding. You have to go to the glass. Guys?
A step-back three, Ben Hammond.
9 for 18, 50% for Virginia Tech. If George Mason was the team coming in that was shooting so well.
Long, step back from the ACC stripe. Doesn't get the friendly roll, but a foul here. Mac, as much as we've talked about Tech offensively, what have they done against one of the best backcourt duos in America, Mincy and Long?
No, it's just been attention to detail, knowing where they are, knowing what the action is and how they were going to handle it. And there have been very few open looks from that backcourt, which came into the game averaging over 33 points a game.
Coach Young not thrilled with the whistle as we see Roger Ayers coming to join the conversation.
And you know a good official can say one word and the coach just walks away. That's what a good official does right there.
I think asking about if that was on the shots.
Yeah, it looked like it was on the rebound.
Emmanuel Conga, the freshman.
Yeah, very highly recruited freshman. Conga and Gerdak going against each other down low.
Conga, the only freshman that's seen minutes today, really in that rotation, include Devin Booker. It's a lot of transfers and upperclassmen for George Mason.
Yeah, but Conga is a very highly recruited young man who's going to be a good player for Coach Skin.
He has 37 rebounds, coming in second most on this Patriots squad.
Allen's back in for Conga. A little zone action, a little 1-3-1.
There you see the George Mason transfers. They've brought in a lot of talent from a lot of great programs. Hammond. Kick out to Bedford. Doesn't get the roll. There's Sincere Jones into the hands of Gerdak. Creates positioning and is fouled on the way up.
Good job of battling in there by those two freshmen. Sincere Jones is another guy who could get extra minutes with Lawal out. There's the three, and go get that rebound. Jones after it. Gerdak, the recipient, clears a little space, gets to go to the free throw line. Hadn't been there a lot this year.
Of course, Gerdak had that big 15-point outing against Bryant He's got 7 points over his last 5 games, including today. We talked with his former high school teammate earlier this morning, Ben Hammond, reunited in Blacksburg.
Yeah, pretty darn good high school team. Gerdak now 8 for 10 on the year, despite not many trips there. He's got a good stroke, and I just ruined that for him. Have to insert myself in there.
No such thing as the announcer's jinx.
No, there's not.
Mincy, the lob, Alan Spock, guarded by Gerdak.
Gerdak's not giving any ground.
Nearly a steal. Instead, Tyler Johnson, who has 11 points, 5 rebounds. Mac, Coach Young talks about how he affects winning. We'll take a look at the foul first.
Wow. They may have missed that one. They don't miss many, but they may have missed that one.
Quickly on that point, why does Tyler Johnson affect winning?
He's strong, he's tough, can play multiple positions.
Left wing 3 off the mark.
Abdallah's trying to set Schutt up, but George Mason was very aware of where he was.
Dallas is looking for him. Schutt wants it. Right side of the rim.
Yeah, good screen by Hansberry. Got Schutt as wide open as he's been, really.
Beautiful bounce pass. Alan Spock missed the dunk.
Wow. Beautiful execution.
Hansberry on the other end, too strong. Back and forth. High arcing triple, you bet, Jahari Long.
Yeah, and going back and forth, you sometimes lose where you're at. That time, Tyler Johnson got a little too far away from Jahari Long.
How much as a point guard are you keeping in mind Schutt's having a day from behind the arc?
Oh, 100%. You're looking for him. There they are looking for him.
Hokies want to find Schutt. That's why another 3, his 6th of the day. A career day for Jaden Schutt. All 18 of his points from behind the 3-point line. up top. The 6'11" Alan Spock that time gets it to fall.
Yeah, nice job. Protected the ball on the other side of the rim. Smart play, veteran play. The junior out of Charlotte.
Dallas, the extra pass, Schutt. Hansberry, Dallas, and the rebound. Mincy turns, Johnson was there, might have got a piece of it. Hammond draws a whistle on Sipkas, and we're going to break.
One of the best ways you can...
Our chemistry, it's getting better every single day. I would trust anybody on this team with my kids, guys.
He did say that. Yeah, great point. Tamara, how about that from Ben Hammond, Mac?
I'm telling you, but I think they had a good conversation earlier, and she's been able to share several Ben Hammondisms.
That's why she's the best. How about that tough finish through contact out of the timeout? And there's Corey Mincy, a big reason why George Mason feels they can return to the NCAA tournament for the first time in a decade.
Yeah, there's no question. Off to a great start. This is a well-balanced team. They've got lots of answers to all those questions that coaches have and opponents will present. But they've got scoring. They've got balance. I really like this team.
And again, they're going to get better later in the year when Braden O'Connor returns. You've got Fat Hill coming off of an injury, still getting back into form. This is not a finished product for George Mason.
No, Messiah Troutman still working his way back. Sprained an ankle, missed the first couple games. This team can beat you a lot of different ways on both ends of the floor. Virginia Tech has been hot from 3, though, and that's been the difference in this game.
Dorn lost the handle. In transition, Presley, left-hand finish.
Yeah, Presley's so good.
Dorn a little slow to get up.
Presley's, we talked about it earlier. He could be the MVP of this team despite the really good scores that they have, like Mincy and Long, and of course Allensbach's such a presence inside.
And they've got depth. You're going to need that in the A-10, which we know is one of the best mid-major basketball leagues, with some great teams at the top and also some great depth.
Oh, yeah. We saw one of them earlier this year against Virginia Tech. VCU handled some business, always good. Dayton is good. Played Virginia today. St. Louis. You know, there's so many good teams in the A-10.
No look skip pass for Bedford, and a foul on the Patriots. It's going against Corey Mincy. We talk so much about the A-10. Mentioned that George Mason trying to get to the NCAA tournament. They were so close last year, falling in the championship game to VCU. But there's a guy who knows a thing or two about winning in the NCAA tournament. There you see head coach Tony Skinn, who was part of the Final Four team 20 years ago.
20-year reunion. It's fitting that they have come up with another really good team that could go back to the NCAA, and I know they have some special events around that anniversary coming up.
He was so good. That team, obviously Jim Larinaga, the head coach, and an assistant coach. You might recognize the name James Johnson, who would later become the head coach of Virginia Tech.
Exactly. We see him regularly here on campus at Virginia Tech, and Tony Skinn missed the first game of that tournament, but was a big factor in them getting all the way to the Final Four.
You think about some of those old CAA battles, George Mason, VCU,
Old Dominion, Richmond, UNCW. There were some great teams back in the day.
And you think about, too, the Commonwealth of Virginia, men's and women's side. We've seen some great Final Four runs in this state.
Sure have. One of them right here in Blacksburg when Virginia Tech women made it all the way to Dallas. VCU been to the Final Four. George Mason's been to the Final Four. Old Dominion women to the Final Four.
A couple of national championships in the 80s. Mincy, the shot fake. Long lost it on the way up. How about Hansberry? Active tight-roping the baseline.
Boy, it's been a really physical game. Both teams competing at a high level.
Shoot, thought about it. You hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd. Gerdak fighting for positioning, can't lay it in.
Gerdak taking on the veteran Allensbach down low.
Drop-off pass. Allensbach doubled. Johnson nearly got a piece of it. And Abdallas does. Beautiful bounce pass. Johnson brings the crowd to their feet.
Or Abdallas just makes the right pass at the right time. He doesn't even have to score to be a big factor in the game.
6 points, 6 assists, 3 boards for the freshman star. Ellington will be a big piece of this team with experience and the finish.
Boy, I like him a lot. The grad student, the transfer from Murray State. He's lefty.
Abdallas. Hansberry, the head fake. Gerdak with one hand, almost tipped it to himself. Hansberry stepped out of bounds. Neo Abdallah, so creative in how he can facilitate.
Yeah, if it's in the open floor, he will find the open man and hit you in stride. A little bit of extra hang time for Tyler Johnson.
And Abdallah, after he threw that bounce pass, watch him kind of curl at midcourt there.
He knew. He knew it was over. I've seen him do that in the half court, throw a pass and start to the other end.
Mincy averages just under 20 a game.
Good job defensively by Schutt against Mincy that time.
Presley met by Gerdak, stepped out of bounds. It'll send us to the under 4 media timeout. The Hokies up by double figures thanks to 18 from Jaden Schutt.
His last name, I'm sorry.
Career high 6 makes from distance.
Dad jokes are the worst, aren't they?
We like a good dad joke. Come on. He's 3 points away from a career high.
Against any zone, you'd like to get the ball to the high post. The other possibility is penetrate.
Hammond, late in the shot clock. Johnson, already in double figures. Missed the straightaway look.
Yeah, Mason is showing zone, playing zone for a couple passes, then going man-to-man. Virginia Tech recognized that, got a good shot, but didn't get a second shot.
Hammond swipes it away. Top 5 in the league in steals. He'll go defense to offense with ease.
He's been playing at such a high level. We talked about the game he had against South Carolina, where he made so many big plays in overtime in that victory in the ACC SEC Challenge.
Bench production continues to be a positive note for the Hokies today.
Yeah, 23, 24, I think now.
Mincy, long 3 on the way and true. 51% on the year. He's got 16 points.
I think that's the first time Hammond's given one up, and I was miscalculating. 30 points off the bench for Virginia Tech this afternoon.
Coaches like you'll take that number. Shoot, in and out. Almost a big basket for the career totals. There he's on the defensive end. Knocks it into the hands of Hansberry.
Yeah, Mason trying to force the action a little bit right now. A couple turnovers, uncharacteristic turnovers.
Johnson.
Hokies don't mind going deeper in the clock.
Spins on Mincy. Stripped on the way up. Hansberry. Hammond. The shot fake. The teardrop. Won't fall.
Good job using the entire clock, getting a good shot.
Troutman fouled by Ben Hammond. Roger Ayers had the whistle. We had a nice conversation with him before the game.
People tracking him all over the country, aren't they?
If you're not familiar with the Roger Ayers ref tracker, it's on Twitter, over 3,300 followers. And we asked him about it. He said, I'm curious to know who runs it.
I think he runs it. I'm just kidding.
One of the best.
He is one of the best. Local product, but he's been good for a long time, as good as there is in the business.
Troutman met by Johnson. And that's a whistle. That could be 3 seconds, and it is.
Yeah. They kept that count going, and it didn't count as long as he was making an offensive move. As soon as he gave it up, that was 3 seconds.
George Mason came into this game one of 13 remaining unbeatens in D1, one of 3 mid-major, low-major ranks. He's still going to have a really good season. Learn from this. In transition, unable to finish the alley-oop.
And another turnover going the other way. The Hokie faithful. Good crowd here in the afternoon on a Sunday in December. Saturday.
It's a weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of
no
games.
idea.
You've got to call the women's game tomorrow.
Yeah.
It all blends together. 60 seconds to go.
1 minute to play. 1 minute to play.
Shoots. Looking for his 7th 3. Doesn't get the friendly bounce. That's true. In the corner, it's the freshman Devin Booker. Half-second different shot clock and game clock. And
the equivalent of taking a knee in football. Dribbling the shot clock out. Unfortunately, just a little bit of difference between these two. They'll take the turnover right here. Or not.
Hammond all the way, rejected. And the horn will sound for the first time in over 2 decades. Virginia Tech beats George Mason.